Hi, this is Professor Joseph. Welcome to Phil 3 Introduction to Logic for the summer 2021. This is a 6-week class. This intro video will work for the summer sessions or the winter sessions. And even though the dates might be different, it doesn't matter. They're still both 6-week classes, same exact format. So whether you're listening to this in the winter or the summer, it doesn't matter. Okay. But this format doesn't work for the fall and the spring. Those are 8-week classes, or if you take it in person with me, those are 16 weeks. So this is for the summer, and it could be used for the winter, 6-week class. Okay, here we go. So for this course, I'll just review. If you're in the summer class, it's section 10193. It's all online. I'm your professor. I just graduated with my doctorate in philosophy. May 2021. So I'm a brand new graduate myself. Going down the list, if you can please email me. Whenever you want to contact me in class, try not to use this inbox in Canvas. I cannot respond to you using my phone. But if you email me at jkomrosky@mountsac.edu, I can respond back to you real quickly from my phone if I'm away from home and not near my computer, okay? So if you want a quick reply back or the quickest you can get, email, not Canvas. If you Canvas me, it might take 24 hours, okay? Virtual office hours every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday from 12 to 2. I'm available for pretty quick responses. Otherwise, you can email me anytime during the day and I'll try to get back to you whenever, but it might take 24 hours because those are my office hours, okay? For online. There's no mandatory Zoom meetings in this class. No mandatory Zoom meetings in this class. This is asynchronous. You do not have to attend Zoom unless you want to meet me during office hours. So if you have questions about chapter work, you're stuck on truth tables or fallacies, whatever it is, and you want in-person guidance, just tell me, hey, professor, I'd love to meet with you on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, in between these times, whatever. I'll set up a Zoom meeting with you, okay? If you need help with Canvas, if you're new to this, call this number. When you call this number, you give them this number up above right there, and they can dial into, let me see if I got this, give me a second. Yeah, if you give them this 96439 or whatever class you happen to be in, they can view the class that you're in as if they were you. Okay. If you need help with Cengage Mindtap, that's the software you're going to use for my class. If you need help with it, do not email me. Call them or email them. I'll give you the information below. You are going to have to use that software platform to attend this class. You call them. So like if you have a problem, you need a test reset or something like that, you can email me, but I can't do anything for you. All I'm going to do is respond, did you call, or text or email Canvas. That's what I'm going to do. So plug that number in your phone. They really help. So we're here at Logic. I think it's an awesome class. I did not take Logic till my last class in my graduate program of a master's degree. I wish, however, I would have taken it as one of the first classes ever when I was a student at Mount Sac back in '94. Yes, I was a Mount Sac student. In '94 to '99, I got an Associates of Arts degree, liberal arts at Mount Sac, and an Associates of Science in Radiologic Technology. I became an X-ray tech. And just long story short with me, so I became an X-ray tech. I transferred into Cal State Fullerton for psychology. I wanted to do that as a bachelor's degree. Then I made a pivotal choice in my career and I said, no, I left Cal State Fullerton after a semester, which I liked there. And I went to instead Loma Linda University and I studied nuclear medicine. That went hand in hand with being an X-ray tech. I got my nuclear medicine tech license. And then I did X-ray, nuclear medicine, and PET-CT, which is positron emission tomography. Real high-end cameras I was using, like $1 million cameras, scanning people for cancer, stuff like that. So I was doing that as a career job. Then I finished off my bachelor's degree in organizational leadership, which is a management degree. Then I got my master's in philosophy. Then I got my PhD in philosophy this May. So long story short, I had a career job in nuclear medicine to pay the bills, to support my family, to raise my kids. But the whole time I was slowly plugging away at a master's and a PhD. That was my real goal. That's how I flourished. And I talk about that in other classes, and it deals with virtue and character. But those are the gifts that I had. And eventually I stopped doing nuclear medicine and x-ray, even though I have those licenses, they're current. I could still do that if I wanted to. My dream is to be a professor. So luckily, that's where I'm at now. So long story short, I was a student for more than 25 years. Yes, 25 years, AA, AS, certificate, bachelor's, master's, and PhD. So I know what it's like to be a student. I definitely know. I know that you have to turn in assignments on time. You have to write papers, on and on and on. So you're not going to be able to get a fast one past me, but I will work with you. I'm a little flexible. I understand life circumstances. I understand what it's like to be broke, living in a car, living with a roommate that, you know, is a hassle. I've been through all kinds of scenarios. Anyway, yeah, you know what it reminds me? When I was your age, most of you, you're 18, 19, 20, 21 right now. When I was your age, I was renting a room in Chino, waiting tables at the Olive Garden right there off Central Avenue. Later, waited tables at Mimi's Cafe. I was doing all this before I became an x-ray tech, but I had interesting roommate scenarios, total hassle. But I look back and I go, man, the struggle was worth it. So reach out to me if you need help. But let me make it super clear now. This is a 6-week class. All your assignments are due in 6 weeks. You don't have a lot of time. So if you don't think you can cram a normal in-person 16-week class into 6 weeks, this is not the class for you to take. I know some of you are juggling all kinds of stuff, all kinds of personal life, family life. Don't take too many classes if you can't handle it. You're just going to end up dropping, okay? I've been there 25 years. I had to take some semesters off, okay? Just saying. So 6-week class, it's going to hit you hard and heavy. The very first week, you're going to have 4 assignments due in logic. Literally Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you're going to have assignments due. So if this is not for you, this fast pace, don't do it. Wait, take the class later when you're ready. Why do I say this? I'm not just your professor, I'm a life coach. I want you guys to get through school. I want all the folks in this class to get through school, to transfer out to other places, to flourish as human beings, not just students. I want the best for you, okay? No matter where you come from, no matter who you are, no matter where you're going, I'm an advocate for your well-being, even before you being a student, okay? So if you got a lot going on, just think about it. All right, overview. What is logic and why is it important? Logic is a human enterprise, and it's in the business of correct reasoning, meaning bees don't use logic, okay? Some might argue maybe monkeys do. We'll get into that later in the class. You know, because I think certain animals are capable of reasoning, and if you're capable of reasoning, can you use logic, abstract reasoning? Not sure, but I think it's kind of interesting. But for the most part, humans are in the business of doing this, which means that we can use sloppy thinking, sharper thinking. So when we talk about critical thinking and logic, we want to know how to reason correctly. We want to know how to analyze arguments correctly. So one of the ways to reason correctly is to use our language in a precise manner. It's all going to be chapter 2. I'll show you later. The analysis of language is an instrument of sound thinking and morals. Morals deal with good, bad, right, and wrong, politics, everyday life. So this course is very practical. And I'll reemphasize this over and over. Logic can be used in every single class you will ever take in your life. This can be mapped onto it. You will be able to analyze arguments and think clearly about what you're being taught. It's a very valuable course. So for some of you thinking, why am I here? Why am I going to take this thing? It's extremely practical. That's why. This course is designed to assist students to analyze an argument to avoid faulty conclusions and reasoning, to understand levels of meaning and kinds of arguments, to avoid verbal pitfalls, to understand the steps of scientific methods, and to identify value assumptions. What's a value? It's the way that you like the world to be. Like, I value trustworthiness, I value honesty, I value compassion. Those are values. Some people have different values than others, but so over the semester, we will rationally engage questions such as the following. What's the difference between an assertion and an argument, or an opinion and an assertion? What are those versus an argument? If I give you an opinion, I'll give you one right now. Here's my opinion, that the Game of Thrones series from HBO is like the best series ever. It's an opinion. It's not an argument. An argument would be giving you facts, evidence, or reasons to believe the conclusion that Game of Thrones is the best series ever. Here's some facts, evidence, and reasons to believe. It has won massive amounts of awards, movie awards. It's got an awesome plot. It's got awesome characters. It's filmed very well. And it's got dragons in it. Seriously, it's got dragons. Okay. Now, those are 4 premises. It's got dragons. We'll work backwards. It's got dragons. It's got really good actors, really good plot, a lot of awards. Those are 4 facts, evidence, or reasons to believe why you should accept the conclusion Game of Thrones is the best series ever. Now, is that a weak argument? Maybe. Is it strong? Maybe. But that's an argument. An opinion or an assertion is just to declare something like this, and that. But to give an argument, you're going to support why you should believe it. Okay? So we're gonna unpack that throughout this whole class. How good is the argument you're advancing? What's the difference between an a posteriori and an a priori argument? You'll learn about that in chapter 1. One literally deals with inductive or scientific reasoning, and one deals with purely abstract reasoning like mathematics and logic. So yeah, we'll get into this. What's the difference between an inductive, deductive argument? How can one recognize a strong versus a weak argument? And so one thing for you to think about is, what role do arguments play in your lives? They play a significant role. Whether you know it or not, you're faced with arguments every day. What's an argument? It's not 2 people yelling at each other like some heated emotional match. An argument is a way of reasoning that has a conclusion supported by premises. That's what we mean by arguments in logic, okay? Here's an argument, or here's an example of arguments. Moral arguments. Cloning's wrong, or saving life is good. These are the conclusions of arguments. It's better to be a Democrat versus a Republican, or it's better to be a Republican versus an independent or Democrat. Like, see what I'm saying? Those are conclusions, right, of people advancing arguments. They're trying to persuade you to do something or to believe something. And then you have to figure out, okay, should I be an independent, libertarian, Greenpeace, Republican, Democrat, or neither? Or should I save lives or not save lives? Should I go through cloning, or, should I support it? That's why it's practical, because you see it all over the place. And if you think there's a horrible argument, then chances are you shouldn't believe the conclusion. But give me 1 second here. Excuse me. Right here, why should I become a philosophy major? If any of you are considering that, just click this. And it gives you reasons why becoming a philosophy major could be beneficial to you. So now we get right down to the practical application of this class, or like literally what you have to do right now. You have to get Mindtap, which means you have to contact Cengage. And just to let you know, by the time you're done with this video and you log into this, like by the time I'm done with this video and I upload it, I'm going to email it to everybody. I'm going to publish the class. When you log on, the front page of Canvas is your syllabus. The whole front page is your syllabus. How do you know? Scroll all the way down and I'm giving you your assignments. Okay? I give you the week, the dates, then I give you the assignments due, and I say, look, do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, do the math, the dates. Then I break down all 6 weeks, okay? I gave you the test dates, things that are due. I gave you when your extra credits due if you want to do it. So treat this front page of Canvas as it's your syllabus, as if it's your syllabus, because it is. I'm also going to have a downloadable syllabus here when I'm done with this video. So what you'll do to access Cengage or Mindtap, you'll click modules, and right here, you click this, it'll bring you right to the website. And you can get it from there. Again, don't email me, text or call, set up a call with me to help you with this. You literally got to just call them or click the link. They will help you. They'll say, oh, this is what you do. So here's the benefit. Cengage lets you use Mindtap for free for the first 2 weeks. You don't have to pay $1. After that first 2 weeks, if you still want to stay in the class and use Cengage, then you pay. If you know you want to stay in the class, just pay right away. Don't waste your time, just pay. So I think, so this price isn't exact, it's an average. I think it could be anywhere from 60 to 70, but I think it's around 65. But anyways, so you have to use Mindtap. If you say, I can't afford it, then drop the class. I can't help you with that. You have to contact financial aid, or I think, sorry, give me a second. I think financially, and you have to do this right away in my class, contact the Access Center for, if you need financial assistance. That's all through them, not through me. So if you take my class and 2 to 3 weeks go in and you say, Professor, I can't afford your book, can you help me this and that? All I'm going to say is you should have contacted them in the first week, the first day. Okay, so be proactive. Do not be lazy. Why? This is a 6-week class. It's going to hit you hard and fast. So be proactive. Mount SAC, there's a lot of communities within Mount SAC to help you financially. If you want to use them, reach out. Don't reach out to me last minute, because I'm going to say, why are you doing this 2 or 3 weeks in? Again, scroll down. These are all the centers. If you're a veteran, if you're a single parent mom, if you're an islander, there's so many programs in here. Okay, well, let's go back. So Canvas, 13th edition. So it's an online platform. When you get it, it will look like this. You will have chapter 2, chapter 1, chapter 3, chapter 6 in this order. I start with chapter 2 first because it's easier. It deals with language. When you get Cengage, it will look like this. All your assignments are already here. So for example, first week, your first assignment's due Tuesday. Here it is. Click this link. You have your ebook. Read your ebook. It's got a bunch of examples in there. When you're ready, give me a second. When you're ready to take your test, you got quizzes for each assignment. Click this. I give you 3 chances and I take the best score out of the 3. Every single assignment except for your chapter test, okay? You got 3 times to take it. In each chapter, you have a chapter test. You can only take it once, so be wary of that. You have flashcards to help you. So with that being said, you can see this for each assignment, same thing. You got your reading, you got your assignment, all the way down. Sometimes there are practice. Sometimes I'll have practice sessions for a particular homework that I don't grade. You can practice them, but they have flashcards to help you. So anyways, again, everything is online on Cengage. It even has resources for students. You can look at this. Each of these chapters have videos embedded inside your ebook. You can click and watch a video from Hurley. He wrote this book, really informative stuff. But you also have my videos, just to show you. So when you go on your modules, I make it real simple. You got to register, get Cengage. This is an orientation deal. The very first thing you do in the very first day or two, you got to complete a syllabus quiz, real easy, and a getting to know you discussion forum. I ask you, a few basic questions about yourself. How many years have you been here? In fact, I got to edit this. Let me do this. Let me edit this right now. This is due Tuesday, June 22nd. This is a nice ice-breaking way to get to know the class. I just ask you a bunch of questions. They're easy. And then you have to download a picture, and then you have to make a reply to one other student. Do this, you get 100 points. So again, you got to do this in the modules the very first week. I would say it takes you no more than a half an hour to do both. Pretty easy. As soon as you're done with these two, oh, and by the way, my intro video to this class that I'm recording now, it will also be here as well as the very front page on your Canvas. So after you do these two, then your first week, what do you have? You have 1, 2, 3, 4 assignments due Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Each one of these assignments right here, when you click this, it will take you to that Mindtap section. You click on it, it will bring you right here to 2.1. If you click on it in Canvas. Otherwise, just go to Mindtap. I have a video for each section of the homework that you have. I have a video. Most of them are me. Let's listen.
Hi, I'm Joseph Komrosky. Today we'll be covering a mini lecture out of Curley's Introduction to Logic text. We'll be in Chapter 2, Language, Meaning, and Definition.
What I do in that video is I walk you through how to do your homework. Is that awesome or what? Yes. So Chapter 2, Chapter 1, Chapter 6, I have a video for every single thing you do. Chapter 3, I use a lot of videos online because there are a bunch of fallacies. That's pretty easy stuff. But either way, these are videos. You do not have to watch them, but I highly encourage it because it's me teaching you how to do logic. Logic's hard, but it doesn't have to be as hard. I try to break the hard things down into simple things that you can grasp so that you're equipped to do your homework, okay? So what I suggest is watch my videos. First of all, what I suggest is do the reading once. Just read each section. Don't care how hard or easy it is, just read it. Then listen to my video. And then maybe scroll through the reading again and then start doing your homework. So again, I have videos for everything. Week 2, there's all the assignments. Chapter 2, so you have a 2.5 assignment, then you have a Chapter 2 test, then we go right into Chapter 1. Okay, on and on. Down here in week 5, you have a discussion forum. This is a movie. It's a great movie called 12 Angry Men, and it's based upon fallacies. It's an old school movie, black and white, but it is awesome. I show it every single semester for the past 6 years at Mount SAC. All my students love it. Again, it's old school, but it shows you how practical reasoning and logic are used by jurors when they're considering a murder trial of a young boy. It's just fascinating. So that kind of tests you on Chapter 3. It's a fun little assignment. And then you go into Chapter 6. Last but not least, there's extra credit. It's optional. You don't have to do it, but if you want to, you can turn it in. So let's go back. All of that was on your modules page. All of that is in sync with this on your front page, your syllabus. Everything I showed you in your modules, just right here. So if you want a real quick snapshot on what's due, go down to your syllabus, okay? And what do I say? Hey, June 22nd, no later than 11:59, you got to do the syllabus quiz and you're getting to know you got to do them. And by the way, this is super important. If you don't do them, you will be dropped from my course in the first 2 days. There are some students who sign up for my class, they never do anything. I drop right away. We're supposed to, it's an administrative policy. So make sure you do these right away. Then start getting into your readings, watching my videos, doing your assignments. If you do that for each assignment, you should have no problem with my class. Just pay attention, do the reading. If you don't do the reading, and you just listen to my videos, maybe you'll do well, but that's not what I advise. I advise at least to do the reading once, then listen to my videos. Otherwise, that's pretty straightforward, but let me go back up to Cengage. Okay, this is very important. With Cengage, do not push the grade button unless you're done. If you do one attempt and you don't finish it and you log out, I believe Cengage saves all your homework. If you complete one attempt and you push the grade button, it will grade and you will not be able to do the other 2 attempts. Do not push that button unless you are literally done. Then it will grade you. Where do we see that? I'm done, grade assignments now icon. Right here, I'm done, grade assignments now. Do not push that unless you're satisfied, or do not push that unless you've done all 3 attempts, or that you're satisfied with your attempt, your first attempt. If you think you've aced it and you got 100, you can hit I'm done, grade now. What I advise is do these homeworks 3 times. When you get the best score you want, then hit I'm done, grade now. If you do not listen to this video and you email me, hey, Joseph or Professor Kromowski, it won't let me take the other 2 assignments. What am I going to do? I'm going to cut and paste this and I'm going to send it right to your email. And I'm going to say, why didn't you listen to my video? Why didn't you follow my instructions in the syllabus? Then I'm going to tell you to call Cengage. Okay, so successful students read the syllabus and listen to this introduction video. Students who aren't as successful don't read the syllabus, don't listen to my video, and just wing it and then run into problems. Okay, so I want you to all be successful. Again, what's the bottom line? Don't hit that button unless you want it to grade, because once it grades, it will take away all remaining attempts. Then you will have to contact Cengage to get those attempts back. Okay? Why do I use Cengage? It's a very awesome platform. It's very helpful for you to learn logic. With my videos, and I walk you through everything. With my videos and Cengage's platform, if I were to take logic all over again and I was to be at Mount Sac, I would ask for Cengage in a second because the platform itself is really nice. Now let me warn you, do not do Cengage homework on your phone. Oh my gosh, especially do not take a chapter test using your phone. Don't do it. I've had some students try it before and they run into problems and I'm like, oh, did you by chance use your phone? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, what were you thinking? Use a computer. If you can't afford a computer, Mount Sac can help you out. You can go to the library. I mean, things are relaxing these days. I'm pretty sure libraries are open again. Don't do your homework and absolutely don't take your test on a phone. Come on. Life's already hard enough. You're going to make it harder by using a phone. You want a computer screen, okay? So there you go. Last but not least, if you pay this fee to get Cengage and the ebook online, and let's just say you also want a paperback book, I think for $20 more, they actually mail it to you. A book that's in paper. They also have one at the Mount Sac Library, I believe, but I'm not sure that the library is open. You could contact them for a book, but if you email me saying, hey, professor, I got the book. Is there any way I could still take your class without using Cengage? I will say no. You must get Cengage so that you have Mindtap, so that you have all this, you have access to all your homeworks. If you think to yourself, I'll just get the book and do his class, no, you have to drop my class. You must pay for Cengage, okay? If you don't like that, I'm so sorry. There's another logic professor, Sam. You can take his class. God bless you and good to you. But with me, you got to take Cengage, okay? So hopefully I've answered those questions. And again, if I was a student, I would want to do this because it's user-friendly and it really helps. Course requirements, homework, that is 60% of your grade. So all those assignments you have in Cengage, that's 60% of your grade. You don't want to bomb that. Your chapter exams, 20%. Your final exam, 20%. Your final exam is not cumulative. It's only chapter 6, okay? I make it easy on you. Your final, it's just chapter 6. I drop your 2 lowest scores from Applia. So when you do your Applia assignment, or let's say you don't do 2 of them and you get a complete 0, all of your Applia assignments get transferred into your Canvas. All the grades automatically go into your Canvas. Inside your Canvas, 2 of your lowest grades will be automatically dropped and not used against you, okay? That's the benefit you have. If you want to use those right away in the first week of class, feel free. We've already covered this. This is the Mount SAC grading scale right here. So a 90 to 100 is just a straight A. We don't do A minus, A plus, B minus, B plus. We don't do that. This is how I look at your grade before I apply extra credit if you choose to do extra credit. If you choose to do extra credit, click this video. I explain everything there. You have 1, 2, 3. You have 4 different extra credit options. One option, you can watch 2 movies and fill out a form for each movie. A form for each movie is 2 pages. So if you watch 2 movies, it's 4 pages long. You got to fill out all 4 pages. Or you can do the Scholar Challenge, which is reading a book. Then you fill out a form and you write a paragraph for me. Or you do the Social Challenge. You literally go to a live conference or debate, fill out this form. Or you do the Debate Challenge. You pick 2 debates from this website. You fill out a form for each. So there's 4 possible extra credits. You can only pick one. Only one. Okay? But again, it says it right here in the syllabus. Successful students watch my videos. There's a video on how to do the extra credit. Student learning outcomes, you can read this. This is what I hope, at the end of this course, this is what you'll know, and this is what you'll be able to do. You will be able to distinguish arguments from non-arguments, things like that. Add and drop deadlines, these are important. So again, this is my summer class, but if you're in my winter class, just look online for your important drop deadlines, or have you add deadlines. Late work, I don't accept late work. You want me to work with you, contact me beforehand, before an assignment's due. If you contact me afterwards, I may say no, sorry, got to read the syllabus. But if you want to contact me early, if you're going out of town, something comes up, I can work with you. But again, we only have 6 weeks to work with here. It's a fast course, okay? Announcements. Once a week, I give you announcements through Canvas. Be sure to check it. In fact, you have to check it, or it's your responsibility to check it, because I may give you important updates. Online class attendance policy. I don't take online attendance. All I got to say is if you complete your syllabus quiz and you're getting to know you discussion forum, you're in my class. If you don't, I drop you. That's my attendance. The rest is on you. If you stay in my class and get an F, you are responsible to drop yourself. I may or may not drop you. The responsibility is on you. You are an adult now. You can contact the registrar's office and ask them what your options are. Again, you can look at them right here. But if you want to hang out in my class and get an F and don't do your homework, that's up to you. Any questions with that, you can always email me. Or schedule a Zoom office meeting with me and we'll Zoom it together and we'll talk face to face, and I can walk you through some of the problems that you're experiencing or whatever, give you some insight. Cheating and plagiarism, don't do it. If you do it, I have the right to fail you or give you an F for that assignment, and or you can look at the Mount SAC policies here. Classroom behavior, obviously, if you're online, whatever. Otherwise, if you're in my class, you can read this if we're in person. And these are the student services. If you're interested in any one of them, just click, it'll take you to the link. There's a lot of programs on Mount SAC campus ready to help you. Me personally, I was a disabled veteran. I got out of the military. I used the Veterans Administration when I was your age. Yes, 18, 19, 20, 21 years. Oh, sorry. I was in the military till then. When I was 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, I used the Veterans Services at Mount SAC. I had priority registration, which was amazing because I remember the anatomy physiology classes were so booked up, I never had to wait. Anyways, a lot of good programs for you. Library resources, you can contact them. These are all your assignments due, when they're due. Important dates for you to consider. You could look at this if you want. And again, here's when your assignments are due. So in summary, this is your front page Canvas. This is your syllabus. I'll have a downloadable link here. When you click modules, every module is according to the week. So orientation module, that's just your first week. You do not have to watch these videos, but you do have to do these two to stay in my class. Week 1, the Applia are your assignments. It takes you right to Mindtap. Week 2, week 3, on and on, okay? So you got your modules. That's it. Whatever you do in your Applia, it will automatically transfer over to your Canvas as far as grades, okay? The only 3 things you do in this class that are not on Mindtap Applia are your syllabus quiz, your discussion forum, getting to know you, and the 12 Angry Men movie. Those are the only 3 things that you will do in Canvas. All the rest you will do in Mindtap, okay? So that's it. Just consider this mini lecture here. This is an introduction, as if you were in the first day of class and be sitting in person in the classroom. This is what I would do. I just walk you through the class and what's expected of you. So that being said, good luck. I'm super stoked you're in my class. I hope you learned a lot. Watch my videos. I'm here for you. Any questions, let me know. And thank you for hanging in there and listening.